Hey there. I am going to be watching more of the X-Files. Tonight I'm doing season 1, episode 3. It's called Squeeze. When I was editing episode 2, I was thinking about it. I'm kind of need to keep in mind that this is a show from the 90s and I'm watching it with a 2026 attention span. So a lot of times where I'm like, oh, I really want us to get into the meat of stuff, the mystery and like all these little Easter eggs and stuff. I want to find out what they mean. I can't wait. It's like, okay, it's going to be probably a pretty slow burn for that. Because what is that? Season 1 has what, 24 episodes? And there's Lord knows how many seasons, like 9? Yeah. So this is how TV was. And I need to remember that and not be like, all right, let's get to the juicy bits. I want to dive into like Mulder and Scully's backstories and what's going on at the bureau and all this interdepartmental sort of stuff. And it's like, okay, first we're going to be easing into, it's atmospheric. We're easing into the mystery, the vibes, the kind of spooky stuff going on. So need to have a little bit more patience with it, I think. Which isn't to say that I'm not enjoying it, because I really totally am. It's just, like I said, 2026 attention span. Anyway, let me get set up for episode 3, Squeeze. Oh, and speaking of episode titles, it completely passed over my head last time. Why the hell was episode 2 called Deep Throat? What did that have to do with the contents of the episode at all? I understand, like, the historical significance of Deep Throat. I know it's from Watergate, is the code name of the informant, but still, like, I guess maybe the guy on the track field at the end, he kind of gave informant vibes. The guy who kind of looked like Bill Murray. I'm going to be calling him that. I already have the Ronald Reagan lookalike. Now I got the Bill Murray lookalike. He was kind of giving informant vibes. Maybe that's something that they're going to explain going forward, that he's, like, kind of going to be filling the Deep Throat role. I don't know. I thought that was kind of a weird title, but I assume that it'll get explained at some point. Close up on the curb. I feel like something bad is going to happen. Oh, the sewer grate. I feel like something bad is going to happen to this man. Oh my god. Alright. Alright. That's creepy. That's pretty good. That was creepy. Oh, this man's like marked for death or something. I swear to God. Is it the sewer man? Oh, I don't want to see this sewer thing. Because it's like, it's just a guy, right? But it was the framing and the sound design and whatever was up with his eyes. It was so creepy. Oh. Okay, maybe not just the guy. Not the heavy breathing. Yep. Yep, screw that back in. I don't want to see what you look like. Okay. Damn.
So how are you doing? Have you had any close encounters of the third kind?
Oh. Is her new position kind of a joke among her friends?
But you do work with spooky Mulder.
Mulder's ideas may be a bit out there, but he is a great agent. I take it there's a pattern.
Point of entry. Actually, the lack of one. Each victim was found with their liver ripped out. But make sure he knows this is my case. I'll be getting my bump up the ladder. And you,
yeah, what about her?
maybe you won't have to be Mrs. Spooky anymore.
Why would I make them so uncomfortable?
It probably has to do with your reputation.
Reputation? I have a reputation.
Everyone thinks you're weird.
Gray.
Excuse me?
Gray. You said green men. A reticulant skin tone is actually gray. They're notorious for their
He's gonna play into the weird.
Rivers, due to iron depletion in the reticular galaxy.
You can't be serious. That vent is 6 inches by about 18. Even if a reticulant
Reticulant?
through, it's screwed in place.
These others are from an X-File.
Oh.
10 murders, Baltimore area. Now that's 5 murders.
I was gonna say every 30 years.
That makes 2 more to go this year.
Mulder, they don't want you involved.
Yeah.
The extraction of the liver is the most significant detail of these crimes. The liver possesses regenerative qualities.
That is, if you don't mind working in an area that's a bit more down to earth.
Now I feel bad for giggling at that.
You wouldn't shoot an unarmed man, would you, Copper?
It's too early in the episode for it to actually be something, I think. Although I don't know, I could be wrong. I'm just hoping it's not anything. Because that cold open freaked me out so much.
Call for backup and get over here.
It's not going to be anything and they're going to look like fools. I don't know. It could go either way. It's just a person, I think. Yeah. Right? I swear to God. Does he have horrible eyes? No, I think he's a regular person. But what were you doing in there?
Are you an employee of the Baltimore Municipal Animal Control?
Yes.
Was he chasing an animal? I mean... Lie detector is about as reliable as a magic 8-ball. But if they take it seriously in the universe of the show, then I will take it seriously as well.
Are you over 100 years old?
That must be a control question.
I had her ask. Scully's right. It is the guy. He lied on questions 11 and 13.
Is number 11 the 100-year-old question? I'm letting him go.
Well, you know his name now. And where he works.
But I am officially assigned to the Xfiles.
I'll see what I can do.
Solidarity with her partner.
Tom, it seems like you were acting very territorial. I don't know, forget it.
Of course I was. In our investigations, you may not always agree with me, but at least you respect the journey. And if you want to continue working with them.
Okay. The woman was too stunned to speak.
I don't know.
These are Eugene
Stretch
Toombs'
him out.
friends. The only thing I know for certain is they let him go.
Okay. The more they show it, the less freaky it gets. But it's still not enjoyable. Oh, now we're with him. Okay. Okay. This is fine. This is not nearly as scary as it was in the beginning. He's just a guy with yellow contact lenses in now. And, like, sweaty. So what are you? He needs the livers. Alright. Does he eat them? That's how he stays immortal or something? Are you gonna go head first? Alright. Oh! Oh! Ah! 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 What the fuck? What is that? Glass door, damn. Fascinating house. Oh, you're at the fireplace. Oh, he's coming down. Oh, stretchy boy's coming down. He's gonna be right there, I just know it. Ah. Oh, the anticipation is too much. Okay, oh, okay. Okay. Okay, that's okay. I mean, it's not okay, but he wasn't, like, right above the fire. Nice.
Look, at this point, I'm willing to give any theory a shot. Any sane
Hmm.
theory. Look, Dana, whose side are you on?
The victims.
I like that. Just like last episode. She's the one in the room with the priorities. With the victim as a priority. Sit. Fingerprint.
The
Boom.
victim is a...
And he took something.
What if we took something from the other crime scenes?
He hasn't shown up for work since he was arrested.
I found him. How do we learn about the present? We look to the past.
It begins with one family member who raises an offspring, who raises the next child.
So what is this, the anti-Waltons? Now, the next chance we're gonna get is in,
2009.
God,
and you're gonna be head of the bureau by
I
then.
like that.
I've been waiting 25 years for you and those killings at Powhatan Mill. When I walked into that room, my heart went cold. I could feel it.
Feel what, Frank?
When I first heard about the death camps in 1945, I remembered Powhatan Mill. When I see the Kurds and the Bosnians, that room is there. It's like all the horrible acts that humans are capable of gave birth to some kind of monster.
A piece of the removed liver?
Yes. Right. That's it. Right there.
The old man was right. You can feel it.
Oh.
Let's find out.
Somebody having a garage
With all the
sale?
trophies. The framing of this shot has me worried that he's gonna come up behind them.
Looks like the wall's deteriorating.
No, somebody made it. This is a nest. Look. It's made out of rags and newspaper.
And
This looks like the opening. Think there's
yellow
anything
goo.
inside?
I think it's
Oh,
bile.
liver.
Is there any way I can get off my fingers quickly without betraying my clean exterior?
Why did you touch it in the first place?
No one could live in this.
What if some genetic mutation could allow a man to awaken every 30 years?
Mulder.
Some kind of 20th century genetic mutant.
Every time they split up, something bad happens. So I don't think y'all should. Oh,
Oh, wait. I'm snagged on something. Oh, it's okay. I got it.
girl. I literally don't know why it freaks me out so much, but it does. Okay. I just had to change the battery for a second, so if I'm like shifted a little bit, apologies. Anyway, back to it.
It's about time.
So, who are we looking for again?
Don't bother going down there. I had the stakeout called off.
You can't do that.
No, I can't, but my regional ASAC can, especially after I told them about the irresponsible waste in man hours.
Gonna feel real stupid when a fifth person dies tonight.
Fox Mulder, I'm not here. Leave a message.
I'm constantly going back and forth between being, it's not that creepy, it's just a guy with yellow eyes, and being like, oh my god, it's so creepy, I can barely stand it. Which is honestly pretty well done on their part. Again, the sound.
Until we file a complaint against him. I am furious.
I'm surprised you didn't go
Okay.
try to resume the stakeout on your own. But yeah, obviously it's gonna happen here because he took her necklace. Spot the necklace, put it together. Thank you. Okay, good. Get out, get out, get out, get out. Thank you. Okay.
Damn it, answer!
She's busy. I don't know what that means. Your phone line cut? Is that what that was? Oh yeah, every vent. Potential new point of entry. Okay. Okay. Ugh. Ugh. Nope. Shoot him. Okay. What if he could just get really stretchy and get out of the handcuffs? I mean, I think it's over, but, you know,
He's not gonna get his quota this year.
something to think about. Yeah, what happens if he doesn't get all 5? Does he? What are you doing? Oh. He's making a new nest.
He's building another nest.
The preliminary medical exam revealed quite abnormal development in the muscular and skeletal systems. It dips way below the levels registered in deep sleep.
What the fuck? This is so creepy. Yeah, because he can fit through there. Right, is that why he's smiling at it? That sound design. Holy shit. Oh my god. So creepy. What the hell? What the hell? That was creepy. Wow. 10 out of 10 for creepy. I really liked that. Hi. That was really good. That was genuinely creepy. And I've heard people say that some parts of the X-Files are like still genuinely scary to this day. And part of me was like, well, you know, first two weren't very scary. I wasn't really, and I was like, how much is it going to be when so much of like the mystery is like just a guy, you know, because they can't really do all that much with like CGI, special effects, puppetry, practical, whatever the case might be. You know, they're still just kind of a TV show. So for the most part, the monster is going to be just a guy. So I was like, well, you know, we'll see, let's see. But like, that was really good. That was so well directed. That's why it was so creepy. The directing, the sound design, the music. I kept saying that throughout the episode because it was so freaky. In vibes, but like not at all in plot. It reminded me a lot of the movie Annihilation, which is like one of my top 3 favorite movies. The climax of Annihilation, because so much of it is so creepy. And the reason, to me personally, the reason why it's so creepy is because of the sound design. I'm just like so impressed by that still. That's like the main thing running through my head. I kind of wish they'd done a little bit more to make the connection that I think they were trying to make between this guy, this killer, and like ethnic cleansing, which sound, you know, bear with me for a second. The retired cop, you know, he was talking about that. And then they had that on the front article, the front page of the newspaper, and then he flipped to the inside to see that they caught serial killer, you know? So like clearly they were making that point, right? About like this guy is sort of the essence of all the, you know, bad that humanity is capable of, kind of concentrated into one person. But I don't know. Their point wasn't very clear. And I wish it could have been. Because then it could have been a really great commentary on the same kind of hatred that someone can feel on an individual personal level is the kind of thing that spread across multiple people leads to things like ethnic cleansing, you know? Because it's like, this is just one guy. But take whatever it is that's driving him, whatever it is that's motivating him, and multiply that times 1,000 people, 100,000 people, a whole people group, a whole nation, what have you. And you get the kind of things that they were talking about. So I see the beginnings of their point, and I kind of wish they'd leaned a little bit more into that. But then that might have, you know, made for a very different story than the one they were trying to tell. And I get that. That's fair. I like seeing a little bit more of the kind of politics of the department in a way that's not just like, oh, mysterious man in a suit, or it's just like, you know, these are just kind of regular people. These are just their coworkers. But here's kind of the politics at play. I like seeing already she's kind of been a little bit ostracized by her new position. She didn't exactly choose the position. She didn't really choose to get paired up with Mulder, but she's here now, and he's a partner. And she respects him, and she trusts him, and she doesn't always agree with him. But when people are like poking fun, when people are laughing, she's like, hang on. And she's not exactly one of them anymore, you know? I said that, I think, way back when, but it's like, you know, she's not fully on Mulder's side yet, but she's not really one of them anymore. She's not really one of the ones who can just sort of poke and laugh and be comfortable with where they are. She's kind of stuck in between. And I think Mulder, I feel like he's kind of, you know, like you said, he's pretty nonchalant about the teasing, but I think he's gone so long without having somebody else in his corner. He was kind of surprised and doesn't really expect her to be in his corner the way that she is already. 10 out of 10 episode for creepy. Like, that was, yeah. And that flew by. I was like looking at the timestamp and I was like, whoa, what do you mean we're almost done? Oh my god. So, hugely enjoyed that. So, that was a lot of fun. Fun in air quotes because I was stressed out the whole time. But it was good. It was very good. Thanks for coming along on the journey with me. I hope you stick around for the next one. Bye.